Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D, as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. There's Carson Wentz bringing out the Philadelphia Eagles. 21 touchdown passes, just 7 interceptions for him last year until a back injury knocked him out in Week 14. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Wentz going to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. They'll be led out by the Mississippi State man, now in his 4th season in the National Football League, Dak Prescott.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And we'll enjoy tracking Amari Cooper in this game. Remember, he was traded in midseason last year from Oakland to Dallas. And a lot of people questioned that trade as they gave up a first-round draft choice for him. In fact, I was one of them. But boy, did he prove his worth. Huge ball games down the stretch helped lead Dallas to the NFC East title and into the playoffs. In fact, the last time I saw Amari, he winked at me and said, "How you like that trade now?"
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well, look now at our starting defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
Here's Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. And that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The numbers for Jeffrey from last week. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It's like he was running routes versus air in practice.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. This pass complete, wins to Ertz, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. He's got the first down inside the 10. Just bowling over tacklers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, we've got a good divisional battle here tonight in the NFC East. Tomorrow night, we get one in the AFC East. The Patriots and the Jets. Monday Night Football, MetLife Stadium. Coverage at 8:15 Eastern Time. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
10 yards on the pickup.
On second down now, it's Elliott. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys first down.
Throwing, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Cooper a season ago against the Eagles had a career-best game. 10 catches, career-high 217 yards, 3 touchdowns in a Week 14 victory. And, of course, that was just 2 weeks after a really big game against another NFC East rival in Washington when he put up 180 yards and 2 scores. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Prescott finding Witten. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Maher is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
81, 82. Great.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw. Howard. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott yet again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. 17-13 was the final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one to wrap up Week 7. Patriots and Jets from MetLife Stadium in New York. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have the lead in Big D as we get you back to AT&T Stadium in Dallas and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 38, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and this one complete to Witten over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3? And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They go with Howard again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So fly victory for Philadelphia, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.